Welcome to Her Balance Redefined podcast, the podcast for women who are tired of having to do it all. I'm your host, Robin L., and you'll hear honest conversations and mindful insights from women who are redefining balance in different seasons of their lives. Stay tuned. Hi, friends. I want you to meet my very special guest on this episode of Her Balance Redefined. We have Dr. Stacey J, lifestyle creator, digital marketing strategist for Gen X. Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's been a long time coming.
It has.
Yep.
It has. You know, we've been trying to collaborate forever, and then COVID came and all kind of other stuff.
And now we get that opportunity even before the new year. So I'm excited.
Yep, right on time.
Yep.
Right on time. So we are going to jump right in. We're going to talk about your 4-month lock-in.
Oh,
tell us a little bit about that and that journey.
So, you know, because people ask, what is that exactly when I say it? And so for me, my last maybe 2 to 3 years had been kind of rough, right? I had my mom, my aunt, like just relatives were dying in 2023. My mom, my aunt, 2 of my aunts, my son's father was killed in a car accident. So it was just like a real rough year. I thought 24 would be better. And it was a little bit better, but not where I had wanted it to really go. So it was still kind of a depressing year. Then 2025 came around and, you know, of course, every year gets a little bit better, but it was just like, something's still missing. So it was, I think, in September I started this where it was just like, I'm sick or tired of being sick or tired. And I know the things that I'm capable of. I know that I'm meant for more. You know these things about yourself, but there's something going on within you that you feel kind of stuck and you can't like name it to really get over it. And so I was just tired and I said, I want to lock in, get more discipline, get more consistent, to, you know, start honoring myself in a different way because I'm talking about what I want to do. I'm talking about this body you want to have or you want to be healthy and you know what to do. Yep. You know what to do. So it's not like you're oblivious and you got to go get the information. I know what to do, but I wasn't really doing it 100%. And so I just got locked in and said, this is what I'm going to do. And then I decided to vlog the journey in a sense because I've always been in empowerment for women. You know, and I figure my life is always connected to someone else's, even that I don't know, because you have people that go, oh, my God, I was watching you and I saw what you were doing and it inspired me. So it's not me. I've never done anything for show, you know, like I want everybody to see what I'm doing. No, I knew that there are other women that feel like me or going through the same thing as me and they can identify it and it can inspire them to take action. So it's like I locked in personally, professionally, financially, and spiritually. Well, it should be spiritually, financially, personally, because the spiritual part is the foundation for all that I've experienced in this time.
Absolutely. And I was able to witness some of that journey. So I know for sure that it's not easy. We may make it look like it's easy, but it's not. And I do admire your strength and your transparency. Just showing not just the good, but the bad. Yeah. And know that it's not easy and showing the ladies like, yes, I struggle too. Yeah. Yeah, I might pull it together, but it wasn't
I'm always
easy.
pull it together. And that's what happened on day 14. That was the first moment that I was like real vulnerable because I don't go on social media and cry. Who does that, you know? But I had a moment where I was looking for, like I have clients sometime, and then sometimes you have to dip and get a job, you know? Yeah. And so I was looking for an opportunity that my friend told me about, and I knew I had it. Like I knew all the things. Like I had I've applied, and then I had the first session, and then I had an interview, and everything was, I was like, I got
Checked
it.
Off all the boxes,
man, I got it. You know,
everything.
This fits my lifestyle, so I can still have clients, and I can still work. And then I was actually in the lock-in, but I was actually also into a 10-day devotional with Darlene McCoy. And so that day we were talking about where am I and when am I? Like, when are the things going to happen? And so I was thinking, like, they didn't call me. They said they were going to call me Monday to follow up, and they didn't. And then Tuesday came, and I was like, hold on.
What's going on?
Yeah. And so I was telling the ladies, like, you know, I'm waiting on this answer for this job opportunity. And then I got the email that said, we're going in a different direction. And I was thinking like, wait, what?
I checked
So
off all the boxes. What's going on?
man, what's going on? And so I immediately start crying, but the crying wasn't because I didn't get it. It was because I saw God show up in that moment. Like, you thought you had that job. I never told you had that. I already know the things I have planned for you, but because you're so excited about this, I'm going to show you who trumps. And so I said, if you're showing the good, like I'm doing, I'm locked in, you got to show the bad, so, or the not so good. And so I went online and I shared it because I don't want to make the lock-in look like, oh my God, it's just, but you got to be able to see the contrast in both. And so that's why I'm like, it's hard work and you may stop, but you got to keep going if you say you want what you say you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we thank you for sharing that, because a lot of women think that it's, they don't want to show the down moments. They don't want to show the struggles. So it's okay to show up as you are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Show up as you are.
And I say this too. A lot of people don't share. And I'm not saying social media is somewhere to share, because it can be overwhelming too. This is something I've been doing probably since social media has been on, meaning just sharing empowering stories, or women should just, because we go through a lot and we, hold on to a lot. And some people don't want to share that. And no, by no means don't. Everybody's not me, but I always was a person that knew I was meant to inspire. And so I'm not doing it for lights and clicks or nothing. If I make some money from it, great. But it's still my story, my life. Absolutely. And I know that the women that contact me personally or in my DMs, that makes me feel good that somebody else can see what I'm doing, and it helps inspire them to move into action wherever they want to be.
Yes, absolutely. And that's a good segue into my next question.
See?
Yes. Tell us about the Bounce Back Club and, just finding your way back to yourself after you've encountered some life changes, some hardship or anything like that.
So the Bounce Back Social Club came from Live 365 Empowerment. So in 2016, my father passed, and he used to always say, live your life on purpose, live your life every day. And then I'm like, you know what? Live 365 Empowerment, because you're living life every day. And so I started that organization and did some conferences and things, empowering women once again. And then it turned into the Bounce Back Social Club, because I had a real nasty relationship for 5 years. And at the end of it, I was like, I was going to do this book called How to Bounce Back from a Breakup, right? And so I decided to how to bounce back from everything, because we've bounced back, for me, divorce, losing a job, different things. We're always bouncing back. And sometimes we don't stop to recognize that, because we're on to the next thing. Yes. It's almost like, oh, I've overcome that next, But really being able to look at what you've been through, so as you move along in life, you're using emotional intelligence to be able to say, hey, I've been through this. How did I handle that before? It's like the same problem, but a different year.
Yes.
So now it's like all the things that we've been through, our life experiences should help you be able to make better choices now in your life. So I'm like, nothing's really new. You know what I mean? And so you've been broken up before. You've been hurt. You've been, broke. Some people filed bankruptcy. Some people had a car repossessed. Whatever it is, if you take the moment to say, how did I deal with that then? And how should I be dealing with it now? Because my goal is to minimize the problem and maximize the solution. If I'm too depressed and too, going within, I'm not going to be able to get myself out of it, thus making me more depressed. And then I put myself in a situation worse than I was before. So the Bounce Back Social Club is just to help women bounce back from life adversities using emotional intelligence.
Yes, I love it. I love it, because you have to be able to bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
We might get knocked down, but you want to be able to bounce back.
Yes.
And that is important. So when I saw that movement, I say, yes, I want to know
I'm
more
always
about
going to have
it.
a movement now, because I'm saying as a woman living, life as well, I heard, get my feelings hurt and go through stuff. But I've just always believed that there's a way, there's a will, there's a way. And I believe in God. So I know that when you surrender, and that was one of the biggest things in the 4-month lock-in, I surrendered. Like, you try to do it yourself. You say, I got faith, but you're trying to do it yourself. And it's like, when I surrendered, I just saw where, for real, my help come from. Because you know where it comes from, but you're like, I'm a help God. Yes. And he's like, I don't need your help, So I just think when we go through stuff, if you take it to him first, and have that trust and faith. And I know it takes time, but you got to surround yourself around those type of people, because you can't have faith and then you're still dealing with the same people. That's like, girl.
That's key.
So, those are the things that I think that if we keep reiterating with ourselves and with the circle of women we're around, you build a sisterhood and you build strength in numbers. And so you're able to, overcome things better.
Yes. And if a young lady or any woman that is going through something right now, what advice would you give her in order to bounce back?
I would definitely say you got to have God first.
God.
Like, we hear that all the time, but I'm telling you, like, my life now is, my problems ain't a problem. You know what I mean? And so when you have God first, because we tend to go to our friends and family because we're human. And it's like, I want to talk to somebody that can talk back to me. Like with God, you hear from him different ways. Some people say they hear him, but sometimes you hear him within. And sometimes that's not fast enough or good enough because we're used to all the noise. And so if you have God first and then you take your life experiences, like even as a young girl, you go through things and you kind of like are trying to finagle and figure your way out. But if once you start to see that nobody's getting out of life unscathed, everybody's going to have something. But I'm big on finding a solution for what you're going through. And if you have someone that you can trust, whether it's a grandmother, a counselor or therapist at the church or something like that. Because I think biblical foundations to help you overcome things are the best way. Because as humans, we going to go, girl, the way to get over somebody is to get under somebody. Or the way you go do this is some type of other way that's really going to put you right back in the cycle where you come from. So you have to have a trustworthy circle or, someone that you can trust to go to. But just know that you are going to go through something all the time. But as you mature and as you go through these things, then you will be able to kind of handle them better, because of the experience you have. So I just say, as young women, I would say, stop talking to your friends all the time. Stop talking, because we both haven't experienced anything really. So I'm asking somebody that's inexperienced what I should do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying God first. And then if you have an elder in your life, that you can speak with, that can give you some, biblical solid advice. And then you take that and then you apply it to your life how you see fit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I wouldn't be talking to, and that's no shade to nobody's friends and stuff, but what can you tell me?
That's true.
Unless you've been through it. If you've been through it, then I can say, I remember you got your car repossessed. What did you do? I know you had a bad breakup and I saw how you handle it. How did you do that? But if I saw you go, girl, skip them and I'm going to get another one, that's not the advice that I want. And I don't want people cheering me on in that capacity.
Right, just going in a circle, perpetuate in a circle.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Yes. So I know the young ladies, they will definitely take note, hopefully. And,
I believe that people like even with your children, you always want to kind of save them, right? And then I heard a long time ago, I don't know, maybe a pastor said it, that sometimes you have to let it happen so that don't be in God's way, because God may say, I need them to bump their head here so that this is going to help them propel to the right direction they need to go, because they don't like to listen to us. It may be somebody to listen like, oh, whatever she talking about. But even my son, it'd be like, Ma, but he comes back and go, you were right. And it's not for you to tell me I was right. It's just I'm trying to save you from going through something that maybe I've been through, but maybe you need to go through it so that you can see exactly what I was talking about. And then now when you get in that situation again or something similar, you may take heed to some advice I've told you. And that's why we got to pour in our children, because sometimes they don't listen now, but it applies later.
Later, yes, because I can tell you so many things my mom told me when I was younger. It didn't register to now.
Now you
just maybe mid to late 30s, it just starts to register. I was like, you know what? She was right.
Yes.
This makes sense.
Yeah.
So yes, you do want to pour into your children. We may think they're not listening, but they will remember in those key moments for sure. Yes. So that is all good stuff.
Yeah.
So now we know that we're getting into the holidays. Everyone is not going to have the same situation. A lot of people may have lost someone or grieving. What would you say would be some key tips to kind of, celebrate, have a space for joy and grief at the same time?
Well, I lost my mom. Is it 2? Right in there. And And it can get sad because I think holidays are pressure as well, because it's like, what are you doing for the holidays? Are you buying a gift, and people are expecting. And I don't think that's what Christmas is really about. But hey, we grew up with getting gifts, so that's what it kind of symbolizes. But I think that, again, it's a time of reflection, and it is a time for family, if you have a family, to be around. But we also know family can be toxic as well. So I feel like you should not feel pressured. You should be in spaces and places with people that you feel comfortable with, that you adore, whether it's family or friends, because a lot of times we go to family events and we leave feeling worse than we came. And so I think that it's the individuality that you got to be okay with what works for you. Yes. It may be a holiday that you don't really want to spend with family. You may spend it with a few people, or you may spend it with some friends. And I know that looks different from everything you've been doing, but you got to be able to know what you need. Absolutely. And I know that, being in Atlanta, a lot of people are from different places. So if they don't go home, they do Friendsgiving. I had never heard of that in my life until I got here.
Right.
So you do Friendsgiving, and then, or sometimes you may, I don't mean spend it alone, but it may be just you and your children together or something. But it's okay to grieve. It's okay to miss people that have gone on. I just think be kind to yourself and make sure that you're doing what you want to do for the holidays, because it's what you doing for Christmas, what you doing for New Year's, what you doing, and you're like, I don't know. And you just feel pressure to do something. Yeah. So if nothing else, it is a time to slow down as well, because if you work, you get that little time off. And that's a good time to do some reflection and seeing what you want your new year to be like, and planning and just taking a break. Because once January here, we back at it.
That's a perfect time to lock in with yourself.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to lock in with myself. I'm going to make sure that I'm not going into the New Year stressed and just all over the place, because it's been a busy, crazy year. So at the end of the year, you don't want to add more chaos to it.
Yeah. And I would say this too, because I believe in locking in before the new year. And that was this year. I wanted to, my 4-month lock in, that's not it. I'm keep going. And yesterday made 100 days for me.
Yes.
Yesterday made 100 days. And so I'm excited. And so now I just kind of update every 10 days. Like, this is what I've learned. But I think the new year puts pressure on you too, because what we say, I'm going to lose weight. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then by February, I think all those goals are kind of diminishing.
Right.
So I think that if we make it a habit to just lock in, period, and make it a lifestyle, you won't be thinking of each quarter or each year like, okay, now 2026 is going to be better.
No,
it just should slide right in. 2025 should slide into 26. And those habits that you are implementing should just keep going, 27, 28, 29, and keep going.
Amazing.
We almost at 2030.
Amazing way to look at it. Yeah. Because it's true. Everyone, they start at the end of the year, oh my God, I need a plan and do this.
It's like a do-over. It's like,
and then,
it's not a reset button.
February absolutely.
It's not a reset button. It's supposed to be a continuation of the greatness and the things that you've been doing in this year. And if you didn't have a great year, you still have the opportunity to start today. Why are you waiting to January 1st? Because what's the difference?
Right. I love it. I love it. So I do want to commend you for how you share that knowledge online and how you show up.
Thank you.
And you also introduced us to a little something else.
What?
The AI, Stacey.
Oh, yes,
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we all know that AI is here. Whether we like it or not. Yes, it's been here. And me and my business partner have a company called Lux Bloom, where we teach people AI and sales psychology to, get people more comfortable with it, because I know it can be scary. You know what I mean? It's like robots and AI and this and that, but that's where we are. And you will be left behind if you don't find a way to use it or even learn it to be able to teach it, because some of these jobs that we have, unfortunately, it's just the way of the world. Because when you think about, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have computers and stuff. So we was like, and it was like, I like it. So now you have to find a way to coexist with AI. It's nothing to be scared of. I mean, not what we do anyway. So you do have the chat GBTs, you do have the AI twins and stuff, and it actually can save you money and time. Because think about like how I show up online, now what if I get sick or, and this is for, to me, businesses and brands.
Yes.
Like you can also do it as a person that doesn't have a business, but I'm saying if you're in business or have a brand and you're promoting a service or product or something, then you can have this AI twin show up for you 24/7. then you having to, you know us, we gonna want to put makeup on, we want our hair done, we want to look our best on there. Your AI twin can show up any day, anytime, any clothing, any setting, saying anything that you wanted to say. So why, like if I can do that more, why wouldn't I do that? And then I don't have to worry about, because I can't show up like that.
All the time, 24/7. Yes.
So it is something definitely here to stay. And we are showing companies, like, if you don't want to do it, we'll do it for you. Ooh. If you want to learn it, we'll help teach it to you. But it's no way you're going to not have to use it or get around it. So all that's an AI picture. It absolutely is. It's me. I put me in and I got me out.
Like
and I got me in a nice dress. I got me. So I think that the myth of, how to use it and what it is good for, those are the things. I don't have time to think about the negative parts of it, but anything that helps me make more money and save time and be able to, have a balance in between, I absolutely use it.
Yes, and we need that balance.
Yes, we do.
Yes. Work smarter, not harder.
Yes.
Yes. So tell everyone where they can go to get some more information about the AI trainings and things that you're providing.
So we're building those trainings out now, but if you want to work with us, you can go to Lux Bloom on Instagram, and you can find me at The Real Stacey J as well.
Yes. Go to her page. She has all the good stuff, all the deeds with the Bounce Back Social Clubs, the AI.
Yeah, if you go to Real Stacey J, you can segue to everything.
Everything, because that's how I'm able to view everything. I say, okay, I think we're going to follow this. Okay, the AI, and that picture looks good. And that's what I like, how you noted that, it looks like you. And it can save you time if you don't have time to go travel and get content or do a shoot or
because you got the editing and all the things. And so, people got to remember, if I'm putting my picture in, it's me. The AI is just putting a different outfit on and putting you in a different scene, but it's not you, unless you change. Now, there's a thing called avatars where you can have team members. So you have your podcast, you can have Cynthia, that's your avatar, that's your assistant. You can have Tom, so people don't realize you can have avatars. It doesn't always have to be you speaking, but you do have those options, you know what I mean? So you can use different, it doesn't have to be your likeliness. It could be someone else. So, but it's, I'm telling you, you're going to save time and you're going to save money and you're going to, there's no way around it.
No, just thinking about if you have to book all these different people separately to create a photo shoot or get content. So that is
and awesome. no shade to photographers or anything, because I have a bomb photographer and all that, and I'll still do that too. But this is just another way to cut time and save money. You know what I mean? Because photo shoots are expensive. Then I got to get makeup, and then I got to get hair, and then I got to get outfits and stuff. So AI does that.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah, and we are here for it. Yeah, AI is here to stay. So. Yeah, we might.
And you can get your AI to do your podcast sometime. Like if you out of town, you like, I can't. I got to get an episode out before I go. I don't have time to do it. You get your AI, Robin, to do it.
Hello, AI.
Robin, give her a little name. And
I love it. I love it. And what projects do you have coming up that we should be looking out for?
AI.
AI.
Yes. Just absolutely. Really diving deep into teaching people AI, the AI twins, and, just how to use it, the sales and marketing part of it, because there's a strategy that you want to use. You just, people are learning how to throw pictures in and get it out for fun, which is cute. But if you have a business, you really need to learn how to utilize it for your business, because AI will make a lot of millionaires that use it strategically in the next 2 years, because there's millionaires now, and I'm like, I'm next, so definitely working on putting all those things together. We do work with some clients now, but absolutely want to get more clients and putting these trainings together and all those good things. So that is in the works, and they will see that before they could probably blink their eyes.
Yes, we love it. We love it. So much good things you have on the horizon.
Yeah, want to do it?
Yes. And before we let you go, we want you to share your social media again, just so that we have it. If you have any websites or any other links that you want to shout out.
So they can find me at The Real Stacey J, and that's STACEYJ. And then we have Lux_Bloom. that you can find all the AI marketing and the AI classes that's coming. And everything else to segue you to the Bounce Back Social Club, because I don't want people to, it's a lot to remember. But if you go to those, it'll tell you where everything else is.
Just go to her page, y'all. Just go to The Real
Stacey J.
And you'll have all that information there, and click on it and it'll take you where you need to go.
Take you where you need to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to thank you for joining us here at Her Balance Redefined. You are definitely what it embodies, to balance it all and make everything work for you. And like you said, work smarter, not harder.
Yes.
Pouring into women. We love it.
And I'm so proud of you for relaunching your podcast. It's definitely needed. More women that are talking and sharing other women's stories, and even what they're doing is needed. Like, it's I have an audience, you have an audience, everybody has one. So it's so important to keep doing this, having other women on that can share, because it's always something that someone could resonate exactly with you.
Absolutely.
That's going to help pour into them. So
yes,
congratulations.
This is only the beginning. You'll probably see Stacey back.
Oh, I'm coming back.
Our girlfriend now.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, we'll have her back on, so stay tuned.